Well, as the tour grinds on and everyone gets progressively more and more tired, sleeping arrangements become crucially important, and there's a sliding scale of luxury from Christian Prudhomme in his 5-star hotels, the riders in their 3-star hotels, us in our 2 and occasionally 1-star hotels, to no hotel at all. That was my preferred option on Sunday night, or rather the one the producers had chosen for me on the slopes of the Haut-de-Cam. It was nearly dark when the crew dropped me off. A former Olympic champion had scouted a good spot 3 kilometres from the summit. Are you eating all my bread?
Bread's good.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Where am I? You found a flat bit?
This is it.
This wasn't a good start.
Thanks for leaving me. Look how much he's had. Look. Chris.
Then, with a deft flick of the wrist and an intricate peg operation,
Actually, where are my pegs?
not aided much by Chris Boardman MBE, the job was done. All it needed now was a former world record holder to test it out.
The other peg guy.
You got a bottle of wine here?
Yeah, I've got a corkscrew.
I think they might be able to help you out then.
Where does the other one go? Oh, hang on. That just put. All right. Down that. Is it?
No, good, good.
Grinning like men who have a hotel reservation, the crew then left me.
Enjoy.
Liam. Cheers, mate.
Cheers,
Yeah, Woody. See you tomorrow.
Feel like a proper holiday.
Yeah. See you, boys. Perfect.
My neighbours came from Limoges. Louis was the main man. You could tell he was in charge of the barbecue. All over the mountain, people were coming over all grey meres. Bushfires were breaking out. And on the race route, the stink of stressed out clutches.
There we go. This is the start of the Tour circus arriving at the top of the mountain. All night.
All night.
And they always go beep, beep, beep. Oh, okay. Oh no, that's bad.
The noise worried me. I'm a light sleeper.
Yeah. Will I sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You drink? No, you
A little bit. Yeah, I had it. That's the trick. Okay. Okay. And what's going to happen tonight? What you going to do?
We're gonna get drunk. We're gonna get down there to the little bar, I think.
I wasn't sure about the bar down the road, nor were the police. The clouds had come in and it had started to rain. My Basque neighbours knew how to keep warm.
There's a strict divide now between the people who are just zipping up their tents and getting their heads down and those that aren't. Look at this. Look at this. Rosado.
Rosado, oui.
Rosado.
That was that. One more unnecessary glass of Rosado with Louis' family, and I turned in.
It's 7:15 in the morning on Bastille Day. I can't believe I've slept that long. That's a right result. Oh wow.
The morning changed everything. I went through my ablutions and wondered what the day would hold. The tour was still 10 hours away. Then, suddenly, it wasn't. By now, the hills were alive with the sound of Basque. More orange than a Terry's chocolate, the Haut-de-Cam conquered, and the French, in parts outnumbered 50-1. The helicopters told their tale, and then the tour came through. First the leaders, then the others, all pushing through an orange rabble which had appeared from nowhere. And so the day came to an end. Although I wondered if the riders also go to sleep, still hearing the sound of cowbells.
1,738 kilometres of the 3,559 total raced coming into stage 11, another 167.5 from Lannemezan across to Foix. Roughly parallel to the Spanish border, today's route through the Pyrenees, 2 third category climbs on it, and 1 big first category col at the Portel before a flat run into Foix. Just the kind of day for a successful breakaway, and once today settled down, it was the United Nations peacekeeping group. 12 men, 9 nationalities, and credit Agricole's Russian rider Alexander Bocharov, the best placed of them, 35th, 20 minutes 47 off the race lead. They built an advantage of around 15 minutes on the largely non-chasing pack, and on the big climb of the Portel, 1 man went off the front on his own, the Frenchman Amélie Moinard. He led over the summit on his own, while back down the climb, Mark Cavendish was equally solitary, hanging off the back.
Well, the gap there is not much more than 2 or 3 seconds, Phil, and still Moinard won't give up, but somebody's made a move across. That looks as if that could be Martin Elmiger.
That's him. It's a perfect day for Elmiger. He's got to get away, though. Former winner of Australia's Tour Down Under, and he's not won anything much since. He has been a champion of Switzerland, though, and they've caught him at 4 kilometres from the finish. He's got some legs, this young man. He's after him again.
Well,
go on.
He's come across there. He's really giving everything he's got, but watch out for Alessandro Ballan coming across the gap there too, because Ballan feels that he can get the victory this afternoon.
Well, this is excellent now as they try to get away. At 3.7 kilometres to go, Kurt Attel-Arvesen has joined Martin Elmiger of Switzerland on the attack. Elmiger, he's been complaining at Elmiger for not going through. Well, Elmiger's just opened the gap with a huge effort. And you see the cat and mouse tactics behind Paul. This is anybody's stage now. The man that hits this group at the right time will win. I get that feeling it's not going to be a group sprint.
Well, Arvesen, former under-23 world champion, and he's been the national road race champion of his country about 4 times, and he knows exactly how to win from a situation like this. Now is not the time to do cat and mouse tactics in the group behind, because these 2 riders are strong riders. They are men who know how to survive. There you can see the little flick of the arm coming from Arvesen to say to Elmiger, come on, mate, do a turn at the front. But I think he's pushing at the end of oxygen debt. They've got themselves about a 10-second advantage. Now, if that group behind Phil starts to mess around, they're going to lose this stage.
They've got to put their heads down here, these 2. They've got the gap at 2.7 kilometres. Kurt Attel-Arvesen, the champion of Norway, his only other victory this year was the Grand Prix E3, which is a top semi-classic race in Belgium in March. He's also won 2 stages in his career of the Tour of Italy, but never a stage of the Tour de France.
Ballan is coming across now. You can just see the pink and blue jersey of the big man from Lampre, a former winner of the Ronde van Vlaanderen and the Tour of Flanders. He wants to get himself a victory in the Tour here this afternoon.
It's his 3rd Tour de France. He's finished his previous 2, but he's never smelt a stage finish victory, though. And is he trying to reach them there? He's had good form all year, Alessandro Ballan. He sat near the back of that breakaway, watching how the chase went. And once he's seen that rider caught, this is his big effort now to reach them. And he has the strength to ride away. He's coming over at 2 kilometres to go.
He could feel that the group behind was losing its interest. They're zigzagging across the road. That's not a good sign. That's a sign that they don't have any organisation. Ballan has made the junction, but somebody else is coming across now. That is Koos Moerenhout for Team Rabobank.
Well, we know that Rabobank has brought all the VIPs to the race today, so maybe he wants to fly the flag for the Dutch bank as he tries to cross the gap as well. And now a counter-attack by Kurt Attel-Arvesen. Elmiger tries to react. Ballan's only just got up here. He is going to be feeling a little bit under pressure.
Oh, this is really hurting now as Kurt Attel-Arvesen has put in a storming turn at the front, and it's put the other 2 guys into a little bit of oxygen debt. But Elmiger has slowly pulled himself, clawed his way back to the wheel there of Arvesen, and Ballan looks over his shoulder. He must be wondering how he's going to recuperate now to try and have something at least left for the sprint.
Well, Kurt Attel-Arvesen, who's been the road race champion of his country on 4 occasions, one when he won the Under-23 World Road Race Championship, has now found 2 riders are giving him a problem. It's a nice mixture of nations here, Norway, Switzerland and Italy, trying for the stage win.
A little bit of oxygen debt, though, because of those accelerations. That was a very vicious acceleration by Kurt Attel-Arvesen just a few moments ago, and this will be a sight for sore eyes. 1 kilometre to go.
Under the last kilometre, 3 riders marginally in front here. Koos Moerenhout of Rabobank is desperately trying to reach them. We've got quite a narrow approach into Foix now. The road will split down the centre. It won't be so bad for the breakaway. And there is Murenhout, and it will be a terrific victory for Koos if he could just catch them up here. He looks over his shoulder. There's space now. There's daylight. These boys aren't really racing away. They're scared of each other, and that's what Balan wants. He saw them. He's now going to make this a serious effort, or is he going to shut down because they've marked him? And Arvidsson gets straight onto his back wheel. What a brilliant finish to the day.
Well, I would have to think that nearly every one of these riders, Phil, is on the edge of asphyxiation because they've all hit it very hard to, first of all, get themselves into the breakaway situation. There's the bend at 300 metres to go.
As they come around that corner now the start arrives slightly uphill, and it looks as though Kurt Attel Arvidsson is going to lead them out here. Martin Elmiger, Balan is a very fast sprinter. As he goes on the left of our picture, Murenhout never got his legs after he came up to the break. Arvidsson is going to hold this, or is he? He's got Elmiger coming through. The legs are going on Arvidsson. Well, it's close enough. I'll take the photograph because it could have been Elmiger, that.
This is Botcherov coming up to get himself 5th place, and Pipo Pozzato will not be too happy with that, Phil, as he leads the rest home. Just behind, I have to say, Peric Fedrigo.
Well, the photos showed that Kurt Asler Arvidsson got it ahead of Martin Elmiger and Alessandro Balan, who had the perfect position on the Norwegian's wheel, but didn't have the legs to capitalise on it. Koos Murenhout was behind them and ahead of the sprinting group behind. Behind them, the man who'd been out front alone for so long rolled home alone too, for those of you spotting movie title references. Armael Moinard finished 12th. Kurt Asler Arvidsson, though, won it for CSC by that much.